Be passionate at your profession and be professional at your passion, and then you can succeed in both the side and you can balance it. A strong woman stands for herself, but a stronger woman stands for others. It's always been a never-ending fight for me to become the woman that I'm today, and I believe in my love for myself and for others. Hello everyone, this is Isha Farha. My life is never a cakewalk. It was a roller coaster, lot of twist and turn, lot of uninvited incidents that happening. But however, there is something which always told me to hold on to it and never give up attitude, and that is cultivated by my mom, a single parent who raised me along with my two brothers. So she made a point very clear that education is the success key for tomorrow, and she made it sure that we got the best in-class education ever. So she put all her hard work, effort, energy, focus on me so that I will focus on my brothers and family, and I'll put my hard work on them to build them to a successful men. And I'm so proud that I have my both brothers well settled here with me. So let me take you through my childhood. You know that it's going to be very, very tough for a mom to raise 3 kids and putting all her effort as a teacher and giving the best education ever. And then I remember each and every single penny that she earned, she put for paying our fees. And from there starts the journey. When I was 15 years old, I started taking the responsibility of the family on my shoulder. I was very good at art as well as studies, I was an average student in my 10th and 12th, but however, I was always a topper when it comes to university, my graduation and post-graduation. And today also, when I balance both my passion as well as profession, I follow a mantra. It's like, be passionate at your profession and be professional at your passion, and then you can succeed in both the side and you can balance it. And that's what I follow, and I want you to follow that as well. So let me come back to my story. 15-year-old kid taking the responsibility of the family, and then I did my graduation and I was a topper of the university where I was elected as a chairperson. I was a student of the year. I got proficiency award for scoring high. I was the best student of my state at that time and whatnot. I was a loving, adorable kid of the entire teachers and students over there at the time with my friends. And I was also doing a live television show at the same time, to meet the expenses and support the family and stuff. Before my graduation results are out, I got placed in Infosys. I got my results out when I was already working in Infosys. But I was not really happy because being the top scorer in the university, I really wanted to go for my higher education, higher studies. So I made up my mind that, always this factor is there in me, putting 2 things together at the same time. So there also, what I did, I was doing my education as well as my work at the same time. So I got 4th rank in Karnataka. That was only non-Karnataka merit seat at that time, and then it was so important for me to grab that seat for my post-graduation. So I had to join the college at the same time, work in Infosys, and there starts my entire journey. A sudden twist, a lot of hardship, but at the same time I can see the progression in my career as well. So this is how it goes. I work night shift in Infosys, the whole night doing work, and from there I go to my hostel, get ready, directly get into the lab, because I was taking a medical technology kind of a subject wherein most of my time I spend not in the classroom but in the laboratory. So I need to stand for hours and hours together with all the equipments and things like that, test tubes and DNAs and RNAs and whatnot. So after my college, Infosys bus will pick me up from the gate, and I sleep 1 hour in the bus, and that's the only one time that I rest. That's 1 hour. So I work and I study at the same time. I carry all my books, notebooks, assignments, records to my office, and I do my assignments along with my work, and that went almost a year. And then my immunity went really, really low. I was hospitalized one time, and then I was in a critical situation, take a decision whether I need to go only for my job or only for studies. And then that's where Mama, she stepped into it, and she gave me courage to quit the job, because she said, we will survive, but then you have to go with the studies, because this is something not easy to get a non-Karnataka merit seat, and you have to really go ahead with it. I still made up a mind, okay, even if I have to quit the job, I made sure that I also do some part-time job. I started working for schools, colleges, PU colleges in Bangalore, along with working with Infosys. Still I came, I left Infosys, but along with my studies, and still I came top in my examinations. So that was a journey. And soon after my semesters, I completed my projects during the summer vacation when all my college mates went to their hometown. I did not go because I was more focused to finish my projects during this 2 months of summer vacation, so that when the the last semester starts off, I can hunt for a job, because there is no class or practical classes actually happening in this university. So that's when I got placed with the Microsoft project. I worked over there. Soon after that, I was placed in Wipro, then I placed with VMware, then I placed with HP. So that was my career, and I was at the peak time of my career. And you know what? 24 years old, 25 years old, 26 years old, that's the peak time of anybody's career for that matter. You take a man, that is the time that he or she graduated and or completed the professional degree, and then getting into a job, and it's already on a job, then it's moving to the next ladder. He's actually building up the foundation with the bricks. But a woman is always in a dilemma between her family and the profession. So it's not just me, every woman had to face this. When I was at the peak point of my career, that's when I was getting into a family life, getting married. And then I left my job and everything, just dedicated my whole stuff into my time and everything into the family life. But then I realized, this is not just me. If you look at a classroom, you can see that 70% of the head count is girls. They are rank holders, they are Kalatilakam, they are best in sports and arts. They are too good in every activity. But we don't really see the 70% of the girl child coming out of the school or universities on a professional platform. And why? Why is that? 70% we don't see. We hardly see 30% of a working woman, because they get into a cocoon kind of a life. So this is happening from the time that she is grown from her home. My mother was different, because my mom wanted me to be strong. My mom empowered me and made me understand that if tomorrow a situation comes, if you wanted to buy a 2 dirham milk for your kid, you shouldn't be asking anybody. You should be able to earn yourself. So this should be the attitude every mother should nurture the child with, a girl child with. So this is the situation. I left everything, but then I realized at one point of time that I need to get back to the platform. I need to get back in hunting my job. I need to get back to my professional field as well as my passion. So as I said earlier, being passionate about your profession and being professional about your passion, it's not that easy as well. I divide my life into a quadrant, where you keep your passion at one side, profession at one side, your art and entertainment or social activities on one side, and family at one side. It is not easy, trust me. You really require a lot of time to put into it. So to manage both the side, I was into HP, and then having a gap in the IT industry is not that easy to get into the job. So I took another turn of moving my career ladder into the management, and that's when I did my PMP. I did a lot of technology certifications thereafter, and then today I'm working with one of the top technology company, and I'm working specifically on world's largest educational industry today and building up the education technology for the future. So again, I'm back to one word called education. And I'm very proud to be part of an education industry, because education is everything. And if you think that, you are sending your kid, a girl child, into school or college just to show that, okay, she's graduate, she's a postgraduate, because when she gets an alliance or when she get a proposal, just to say to the boy that, okay, my daughter is educated, my daughter is graduated. If that was your intention, then it's better that you send your kid to a cookery class. You don't have to send them for an educational institution or a professional course, right? So you need to teach your child from the childhood itself the importance of being empowered herself, the importance of getting educated, and how she should stand herself with her foot firm and heads up. And you should never ever need to compromise on your career. You have to equally can manage both. That's why we women are very special, because you can actually manage multiple things at the same time, which everybody cannot do. I'm sure that men cannot do as we do, because we are empowered internally as well, emotionally as well. So this is so important for you to make your child understand the importance of education and how to go about with it. Let me also tell you a little bit about my technical career journey as well. So I'm not sure how many of you, the girls, are there in technologies today. So you know that one of the best profession for ladies to manage both the family as well as other aspects of your life is technology, because technology connects the world. Even though when we know that we are all managing social distancing, but we are connected together because there is a technology, and this is the best profession for any women for that matter. When I started my journey in Wipro Technologies, I was working specifically on a site or a vertical called storage technology. That was the most demanding technology of that time. When I was working on a Microsoft project, trust me, I don't know how to switch on a computer. Because these days even the kids come up with tabs. They when they are born, they are seeing the tabs. They know everything more than they are tech experts today. But that was not the case when I was a kid. I don't know what age I got my first mobile, so to play with the computers I was not that great. But that helped me to learn about the technology. That was my first job, and then from there I moved to the storage technology. It was just like putting you at the middle of the sea and asking you to swim. So I had to put a lot of effort to understand what technology is. It was more about DNAs and RNAs and research, and that's what my area of expertise is, and I'm just converting that into technology. If you I remember one thing. When I was got a job offer from Wipro, at the same time I also got admission for my PhD at Utrecht University in Netherlands. So I was again in a dilemma to choose whether I should go for my studies and do my PhD, or I should take this golden opportunity with a good salary working with Wipro. So but then again I chose, because the situation to support my family at that time was more important. So I had to choose Wipro, because I thought I can do the PhD later, and I haven't done my PhD yet, but I still have to do it. It's there in my mind. Well, so from storage technology, and then I started dreaming about, okay, I heard about a virtualization. There is something called virtualization technology. There is something called virtual servers. So I started doing research on it, and that's when I came to know about VMware. And I wanted to do VMware certification, but then it was a magic. I got a job offer from VMware, and then I joined over there. I did my certifications there, and then from storage technology to virtualization technology. And then my next jump was to HP, and there I was handling both the technologies together, both my storage as well as virtualization together, along with other storage technologies as well. When I was in Wipro, I was working on EMC storage technologies, whereas when I worked with HP, I was more on HP storage, IBM storage, NetApp, and many more. And today, I'm so happy. Even though I had a 3 years of gap in my career, when I came back to technology, I am again into the most demanding technology of the time, which is artificial intelligence, AR, VR, blockchain, robotic process automation. So this is where I am. When I said that we are all building about the industry technologies for future, it's all about playing with artificial intelligence. Today everywhere is AI. Any industry that you take, that is getting into transforming to digital. So when we are all facing a pandemic today, that it's converting any challenges into opportunity. They have succeeded. So if they know that how to digitalize every industry that you're working in, be it e-commerce, be it a medical industry, be it an education industry, now everything online. So if you know to digitalize or bring the digital transformation into your business or your industry verticals, and this is the right time to grow and succeed. So now that's the technology which I'm working on, and I also encourage more and more women to join the tech side, because that's where you can very well manage every aspect, as well as being a mother, being a family person who's responsible for taking care of everything. Then this will be the best of best job any woman can do. Now let me tell you something about my passion as well. I'm a professional classical dancer, I'm an artist, and I do a little bit of painting as well. And I also chose to be one of the contestants for beauty pageant, and that's when I won Mrs. International and then Mrs. Universe, when I got an opportunity to represent Middle East among 92 countries in Mrs. Universe 2019. So always, when you are a title winner or when you hold a crown, you have a lot of responsibility towards the society that you live in, and your voice is always heard. There are two kinds of people in the world: leaders and followers. If you set yourself as a leader, and the best leader is someone who can turn followers into another leader. So that's what being a pageant winner that you need to do to the society. Now let me also say something more about a pageant. So a beauty pageant always have a wrong definition. Many times you define the beauty into a different way. So what is beauty according to you? Some might say that it's something which gives pleasure to your eyes, it's something which gives a pleasure to the soul. But beauty pageant is not about your skin color. It is not about how symmetric and geometric your shape of your body is. It is not about showing off your skin. It is about your attitude towards everything. It is about the confidence that you carry yourself. It is about what you are. What you think is what you are. It is about how you position yourself in the society. It is about how much belief that you have within you, and that's where a winner is born on a pageant. So that's the only message that I wanted to say, that if you have your X factor inside, if you know that you're talented, if you have the potential, you should never ever stop, and nothing can stop you. You have to always explore the platform. You should always go ahead and get your wings and fly high and educate your child and empower your child. And bonding sisterhood is always what I keep in mind. And we are taken a step today to empower women and keeping an inspiration for the rest of the world, where every woman I can standing here on the stage and speaking should set themselves as an example for the rest of the world, and let that mission be successful. Yeah, and I'm part of it, and you should also subscribe their website and let more and more women I can come in to empower the sisterhood. Thank you.